Today's topic is a very crucial one that every man, especially if you are a young man, need to realize about this world. This is a key understanding that's going to help you in life that I've noticed as a 26-year-old man on this earth. And I'm sure if you're an older guy and you're watching this video, be more than welcome to type your thoughts in the comment section, whether you agree or you want to add something to it, because I'm sure you guys, the older guys that watch this content, understand exactly where I'm going to be coming from in this video. What I want to talk about in today's video is there is no such thing as stability in life. Stability is a myth. Change is inevitable. Nothing stays the same. Everything in society is about improving, trying to make something more efficient, make it happen quicker, make it come to you without as much effort. And so since we're constantly improving in society, in technology, medicine, business, whatever it is, innovation, there's always going to be changes in the lifestyle that we live. Now, people talk about red pills and truth and all that. One of the biggest truths that is true about the life that you live right now as a living human being watching this video is this: there is no economic stability, which is why it is so important. Guys, it is so vital. And I'm going to give you some advice that everybody's probably told you, but you don't really fully understand how, and I'm going to break it down, but you probably don't really understand how sound this advice is. Oftentimes, the things in life that are the most simple, the easiest to understand, are the right things. You know, the sayings that I used to have back in the day are still applicable in today's society. What's the saying, Miles? You need to always be saving money. Why? Because economic stability isn't real stability. So you should always be saving money or trying to make more money. Those are your two options. Those are your two options. Save money while you can, or make more money. That's it. That's it. Now, Miles, okay, I've heard save money before. I've heard make more money before. Why are you saying that? Inflation, cost of living goes up. It never goes down, guys. Like, we're never going back to the prices of the 1960s and 70s where you could get 5 things for $1. We're never going back to that. It's only going to get more expensive. Life is, which is why you need to make more money. But here's the other thing why you need to be saving for a rainy day, right? So what if you get injured, guys? You get into a car accident that's not your fault, or maybe it is your fault. Who knows? Life happens. You're working out, you get injured. You know, you're out playing with the boys, playing basketball, snap your Achilles, break your leg, Lord forbid, or who knows, blow your shoulder out. Now you're out of work for months. And if you didn't prepare and save money, or didn't have a different stream of income, and you only have one stream of income, and that stream of income is eliminated because you can't physically work because you're injured, how are you going to pay your bills? One of the most startling statistics about Americans is that 60% of over 60% of Americans can't afford an emergency of over $500. The next thing why you should always be saving money or trying to make more money or have different streams of income. The economy is always changing. There's peaks and valleys. There's an economic cycle that happens every 8 to 12 years, 8 to 10 years, where there's either a big depression, or I wouldn't say depression, or I would say more of a recession. Depressions don't happen that or recur that often. Depressions are like every 100 years or so, 50 to 100 years, so to say, give or take. Nonetheless, if you're not prepared for that economic downturn or upturn, you're going to be shit out of luck. And I'm going to show you exactly where the shit out of luck actually means for you in your life, right? We're going to get to that in a second. Stay tuned. Don't click off this video. You need this video. Don't click off this video. You need this video. If you're a man, you need this video. What about layoffs, guys? There was a company that literally laid off some managers just because they didn't need the managers anymore. They'd make more money if they just fired the managers. That was it. The managers didn't do anything wrong. They weren't underperforming. They didn't do anything wrong. They just cut it because they could and they wanted to make more money. That's why it's so important to pay attention to what your supervisors and your managers and how they're conducting their business at your plant. Because if they're inefficient at it, here comes a layoff. If your CEO isn't managing the business or the company right, here comes a layoff. If you're not paying attention to the economy, here comes the layoff. Because it's going to show you exactly where companies and businesses are cutting prices. Like right now, there was an article that came out that last week that I read that most people are not buying anything because they're waiting for what happens in the election. And so this isn't the best spot to try to look for a different job right now. Maybe when the president is already seated, January, February, you're going to have to tough it out right now in these winter months. What if your hours get cut? Like if you're an hourly worker, you know this is going to happen every single time. So if you're working hourly, you better get the money while you got the time, while the business is going good. Because once the business or that season comes where people aren't buying certain stuff, your hours are going to get cut. And that's why businesses love hourly workers, because they can cut your hours. And that's kind of like a pseudo way of saving money when people aren't buying certain stuff. Furlough. What if you get, this is like pretty much like a temporary fire. You're not actually fired, but they're going to lay you off. And once things get better, they'll bring you back. So if you guys don't have money saved up for 6 months, or if you're not having more streams of income, once these things happen to you guys, you're going to be fucked. You're not going to know what to do. And you're going to be caught out in no man's land. And it's going to be extremely sad. And you're going to be really struggling. And nobody's going to try to help you because Everybody's struggling. They can't even feed themselves. They can't even help themselves. Why would they help you? This understanding is extremely vital, especially for you guys trying to have a family, a girlfriend, and kids. Because if you aren't prepared, you're taking money and food out of your children's mouths, right? And if you have a wife or a girlfriend, she's going to leave you for a better option if you aren't prepared for these moments, guys. And so once a woman's survival kicks in, she's out. She gonna jump ship. That's just what it is. I didn't make women. That's just what it is. Now, the good women, they'll tough it out with you 6 months longer, a year longer, but she's not gonna tough it out forever. So it's interesting, right? Because women seek men for stability, but they're seeking something that doesn't actually exist. Now, women are saved from the real world because she hides behind you. So women can live out in fantasy land unless they're these strong, independent women. Now, if you're a strong, independent woman, you better be listening to this video as well, because you're going to be struggling if you don't have a man. And that's exactly what happens. Women get to struggling and all that strong, independent stuff just falls by the wayside once the economy starts tripping. Women start calling back and saying, hey, big head. So women seek stability, but stability doesn't really exist. So in essence, guys, because I don't want to make this video too long, you should always be adapting, looking for what's new, because that's the only thing that's going to save you. The ability to adapt is what's going to save you from struggling financially, being behind the 8 ball financially, getting ahead. It's all stemming back to adaptability, because nothing stays the same forever. Automation is coming, robots are coming, better technology is coming. And so if you're trying to better your life, you better be paying attention to what's being improved, what's going on in the economy. So that's my video, guys. Hopefully you guys got some good content out of this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. And I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.